Fireworks. Our family story revolves around the fireworks industry, and it has a rich heritage in Newcastle. And my great-grandfather brought the trade here in 1922.
Where did they come from?
They came from Italy. The company Vitale Fireworks at the time was founded in 1889 in Caserta, Italy, and the trade was brought over to the United States in the early 20s. They originally immigrated to Chicago Heights, Illinois, and then ended up following family and the industry to Newcastle.
Very good. So what made your family specifically qualified? Like, what's the story behind the fireworks? Who really got into it?
Well, it was my great-grandfather Constantino Vitale, who was the founder of the company, and it was a village trade back in Italy, which he brought to the United States. And as the story goes, there were 9 firework families in Newcastle in the early 1920s. Our family, happened to be one of those, and a lot of them immigrated here to work in the tin mills, and fireworks was a village trade back in Italy, and so when they came here, they worked in the tin mills during the day and made fireworks at night and on weekends.
So you could almost say it was like a passion project in a sense.
Yeah, fireworks is a passion project. It's we say we're in the entertainment business, and it's a business that brings magic to people and audiences, and it really touches every sense, and so.
Very cool. So you kind of said the year that the business started. Can you repeat that, and also tell us where was it originally located within the area?
It was originally located in in Italy, but we incorporated in 1922, and we're on Wilson Road, and that's where we started. So we were in Union Township, since the early 20s.
Very cool. So, and what generation is it currently that's running?
I'm the 4th generation, but we're proud to say we have 2 members of the 5th generation, my daughter Mia and our niece Natalie, who are both in the business.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Did they also grow up in this area too?
Well, my daughter Mia grew up in the area, and Natalie grew up in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And my brother Rocco runs our special effects group, and my sister Lynn is the longest tenured employee at the organization. So
very cool. What type of business what does your business bring to Lawrence County? Tell me a little bit about what do you guys do daily compared to previous years?
Well, look, I think it's important to us, hopefully we bring a sense of pride to Lawrence County. Almost none of our business is really here, but Newcastle is our headquarters. We believe it's Newcastle is a part of the soul of our organization, and look, we produce over 3,500 firework displays annually, and all that starts some way, somehow, from Lawrence County.
So I assume you don't make all the fireworks yourself. Tell me a little bit about your group.
So we don't make any fireworks anymore. I mean, we got out of that business, unfortunately, in the late 80s. But up until the bicentennial was the first time we've ever had to import product, and that was from Japan at the time. My father, as the story goes, said that probably killed his father because he was so stressed out over having to use someone else's product, and product that didn't come from the craftsmen who worked at the company.
Gotcha. So
it's really not the story, but
no, I understand. So tell me then. I mean, you were obviously inspired to do this. When did it click on you that you wanted to take over the family business? What was
So,
it?
I started working when I was 13 years old. I always loved the business. It was, a great opportunity to work with my father and family, and I loved the camaraderie and the craftsmanship of the business. And I think I understood early on how important, a great fireworks celebration was to society, and it just resonated with me, and it's always been in my blood. It always will be, and I have never worked anywhere else.
What did it mean for you to do the fireworks here when we had our fireworks festival just recently?
It was great because we had even our sixth generation. I was myself, my daughter, and my granddaughter who watched the show, and just to see the fascination of the fireworks in Lily's eyes was something else. But it gives us an opportunity to give back, to bring back to the community the artistry of what our people are made of, and it just gives us a. We want to, again, it goes back to being a sense of pride and in Lawrence County, and we want to be an option for young people to join the industry.
Very cool. So where are you guys going in the future here? Is the plan to expand, do more events? And how would somebody, if they wanted to get into the business, really get started in that with you guys?
It's a good question. When I took over the company, we had 8 employees. Today we have 350. So I think it's a wonderful time to be a part of the organization. I think, people ask me often what I'm excited about, and what excites me is that we have been able to attract a lot of young people from Lawrence County to come and join the organization and join the industry at large. So that excites me because there's been a gap in generations of people, joining the business. And COVID was a blow to the industry. It was a blow to live, the live events industry in general. But not. College is not for everyone, although we hire a lot of college graduates. But look, we've developed a great, robust internship program that allows young people to get involved in the company as soon as high school graduation. So it's nice to see people not only intern for one summer, but come back the next, and a lot of them have joined the organization full time. And they get to see the world, which is a beautiful thing.
I know you're very much a traveler, but is it true to some sense that there's no place like home?
Yeah, look, we call Newcastle our home. We'll always call it our home. It serves a very special place in my heart and my family's heart, and it's where we've made our roots, and it's a great place to not only raise a family, but to have a business.
Do you have any memories of Cascade Park growing up?
Very few. I mean, I'm 58, but I do remember, going there. As it was all about the Italian ice, and I have fond memories of going there on Sundays with my family to get lemon ice, but I don't remember a lot of the rides. I definitely was around when the park was still there, but yeah, very fond memories.
And do you have any traditions right now that you and your family do within Lawrence County? Is there a special place to you that if it were to disappear?
Yeah, my mother's kitchen.
Your mom's
every
kitchen.
Sunday. Yeah, we still have a family dinner every Sunday at my mother's. So, spaghetti and meatballs.
I love it. So she's going to make sauce for this competition.
I hope so. I think she would be a contender for sure.
That would be
yeah.
good.
So you asked about the future of the company. So,
Yeah.
we started as, and we believe fireworks is the soul of the organization, but not only do we do, traditional fireworks displays, we do special effects, which includes lasers, flame effects, pyrotechnics, confetti, as well as we do sound, light, and video production. So, the business is always growing and evolving from a technological standpoint, but our next venture is into drones.
That is very cool. I've seen
Yeah.
a couple of pictures
Mhm.
of people utilizing that. Do you guys have any drone shows locally that people can go attend?
We don't. We have 3 on the books right now, but it's our goal to be the trusted leader in drone shows in North America. We feel like we'll get there pretty quick. But we just we just got all of our certifications to fly drones. We just purchased a fleet, and we believe it will be the fastest growing and most dynamic part of the organization in the next 5 years.
That's really amazing.
And young kids love it. I mean, all the young techie students probably are most attracted to drones because they've grown up with them.
Yeah, they are so cool. With the light shows, can they do anything other than lights, or do you see them?
Well, they are. I mean, we filed for certification not only to do drone shows, but pyrotechnics off of drones. So,
That'll be really cool.
yeah,
The future is definitely looking bright here for you guys.
absolutely.
So let me just ask this last question.
Well, I think
What makes-
one thing
Yeah,
that's
please.
incredibly important to us
Yeah.
is growing our workforce here. We always give an extra edge to someone who is interviewing for the company that is from Lawrence County. It's important to us. It's very important to me.
To
And
grow within and help.
to grow within,
build.
yeah. And we talked earlier. I think it's important that Newcastle and the greater Lawrence County just needs to feel a little better about itself. We like to be one small part in that.
Well, I think it's a big part, honestly. I think you guys are the last standing fireworks company within the Lawrence County footprint. So that should say a lot about the significance of your business.
Well, we work hard each and every day to make sure that many generations to come will be here, and our headquarters will be in Newcastle.
Now, this is the last question, what makes Lawrence County special to your family?
I think it's people. I tell my kids it's a blessing. One of my closest friends I've known since the 4th grade. So I think it's the people. I think long and short of it, it's a very family-oriented community, and when times are tough, this community really sticks together, and we need to stick together in good times and bad. And again, it's about it's about bringing industry here, and it's about bringing jobs, and we have to be a bright spot for young people to come back to the community. Not our company, but the industry in general. Not only fireworks shows, but entertainment productions in general have just become more complicated, very, very technical, computer driven. There's so much innovation that has gone on in the live entertainment space, and it's exciting, and we certainly have to stay at the forefront of that. We talked about a lot of the skills within the pyrotechnic world are far beyond me at this point. I mean, it's not what I do each and every day, but it's I always say it's a young person's game because it's so technically driven. It's so technically driven, and there's so much innovation. In this day and age, we're fighting for people's time. And with phones, with cell phones, with tablets, with streaming, with the Netflixes of the world, there's so many types of entertainment mediums for people to watch and take people's time, the live entertainment spaces had to get really good. So it's all about the spectacle, and that really ties into what we do each and every day, whether it be at a fair, a festival, a concert, or the play introductions at the Super Bowl. It's a good position for our organization because we help add a little bit of sizzle to those performances. So it's really evolved, and I feel it's almost in hyperspeed right now. So we always have to we put a lot of time and effort into innovating and R&D to make sure that we're at the forefront of what's going on in the live entertainment space. Hopefully I answered that question.
You did. I mean, there's so much ground you could cover.
You could talk, it's funny because we always say, especially in concert productions and musical productions, the design has gotten so complicated and complex that sometimes the shows are over-designed where they're not even, they don't even make sound sense from a production standpoint. Our business really always starts with a vision, an idea, and design, and we have to back that up with the technical skills that help us produce a show. But there's graphic design, there's technical design, there's we have a lot of pyrotechnic choreographers that work in our space. A lot of laser designers, a lot of lighting designers, audio engineers. I mean, you name it. I mean, if you look at a production, and if you look at a stage, you'll have the stage, you'll have the rigging, you'll have the audio, you'll have video, you'll have lighting, you'll have the special effects. We're a part of each, just other than the stage, we're a part of every element of that. So, all the support that we need, that a production needs, we hire for. We hire for those positions. And not only what's at the event, but everything that helps to build up and pre-produce it. So, performances are complex, especially when there's television involved. So when you have cameras, it really takes the level of production up, immensely. Well, what is magic for me, and I think every employee at our organization, is the audience and entertaining the audience. We take that seriously. People take time out of their day, their evening. They invest a lot of time and money in this day and age on going out and seeing a show, seeing a concert, seeing a festival. So they expect us to do great work with great standards and great design. So, that's what gets everybody up at night, up in the morning, and puts ourselves to sleep. It's all about seeing the oohs and ahs and the smiles on children's face of in the amazement of what we do. So that's what it's all about for me.
It's just like seeing the magic in their eyes for the first time,
Yeah.
seeing the wow.
Yeah.
It's not looking at what you just put together as much as it is. How did it sink in with them?
Well, our company's purpose is to create oohs and ahs, and that's what we do, and our people understand that, and it's critically important that they do. And my vision is that we just create more oohs and ahs than anyone else.
So this is not necessarily video worthy, but I'm just curious, is there a production company or a show that you've seen that really got that out of you recently?
Well, look at the Olympics. When you see, I was just having a conversation with a young person that was looking to join the organization, and he asked, where do you get your inspiration? It's other people's shows, and the Olympics with the opening and closing ceremonies. you get to see that at the highest level. So, you know, we're, myself, my brother, our team, we love to go out and see shows, and even if our competitor's doing it, but we like to see performances at the highest level. So that's where we get our inspiration to do what we do.